Okay, it's Saturday afternoon. It's April 6th. This is 2014. I want to start out, we're going to fish a little bit different this afternoon. We're going to do what's called spider rigging. Another term for it is pushing, because the boat's pushing the jigs. The setup's like this. I've got 6 rods across the front, and each rod has 2 baits, and most of the time they're jigs. I'm using crappie magnets. We're just off the creek channel here. We're going to pull up on that creek bank, and there's some brush along there, and we'll see if the crappie are on there. We'll give it a try for a little bit. Okay, I've got the trolling motor set. There's a depth finder, actually a transducer on the bottom of the trolling motor, and I'm watching what's under the boat right here on the front depth finder. So what we're going to do is, we're out of this creek channel, we're going to move up onto the bank a little bit. Now, they were in here just a minute ago, but they were small. I'm beginning to see it get shallow on the depth finder, which means I'm going against the wind. It's coming up the bank a little bit, there's brush on top, so anytime okay, here's one. Alright. Now, I'm going to hit the anchor button on the trolling motor. So the trolling motor will keep the boat in this position, so I don't have to worry about managing the boat. There's not much wind, but so that's a pretty good way to start. That's a nice crappie here. Once again, we're in Woods Reservoir, South Middle Tennessee. That's not bad. Now, you always want to keep note of what he hit on. That's a hot pink and pearl. You might hear noise in the background. I just turned the pump on to fill the live well up. That fish is probably 7 feet deep. It's really a simple way to fish. You just sit here and watch the rod tip. There's a nice one. That's a black crappie. Anytime you catch one, it's a good idea to watch the other toes. Because normally these things are in schools. Let me put this thing away. That's a good way to start. I started fishing like this about 1970 on Blood River. I went to college with a fellow from Fulton, Kentucky that was a guide. He was a student and a guide. And one day he didn't have any trip, and so he took me, and we went out on Blood River, and he had an aluminum boat, and he had a bunch of pole holders on it. He had a Lowrance depth finder and a trolling motor, and that's where all this got started. And that was probably 1970.